Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Really? My mic was turned off. Lucky I checked it.
What happened here? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks.
Looks as bad as it looks bad.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Isn't there another one?
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Oh. Oh.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage, or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
gardens of Hawken Mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as partly carried painting. Yes. Interrupted in his search by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Can you guys hear me alright? She's already widened the smile once. Oh, who's this? Whose specific character was that?
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
I still hear the
The
breathing.
place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old
Yeah.
Winchester in his hut.
Okay, we're back.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him.
Bless me.
Day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire
Yes,
was
I am.
quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Night falls
Fine, let's
quickly
go.
here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Oh. What's this?
$1693. This house is much older than it seems.
Jesus. What's up this way? Why is Bradley taking me down this way? Ah, this is their graves.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute.
Poor
I didn't
kid.
expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Huh. Odd. It's very odd that Sarah Hawkins has actually got fresh flowers while Charles Hawkins is smashed. It's very odd. Huh. One crow means death. Certainly someone died here.
This entrance is still in use. Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Put down the axe, and I'll forget that you threatened a cop.
Show your badge, cop, and then we can talk.
You don't need to see my badge.
You're a bad liar, city boy. For the last time, tell me why you're here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Right. This is
Not
what
very
we're
good
going
liar,
to do.
is he?
I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what lies in this mansion.
Thank you. Let's down here first. Old shack. It's probably his. Because there's an axe.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Yeah, it's locked. Which is all good.
I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
He drinks his problems away. Not very good, but hey. If he wants to do that, then he does that.
This gate is locked.
Yeah, looks it.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's take a look inside.
there we go.
I'm with you.
Hawkins Mansion. Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of Hawkins Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker is still faithful to his employers, which keeps watch on the place armed with an axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire.
Follow me.
Sorry.
I know the place.
Okay,
Who left this
Officer
light on?
Pierce. Might actually do that one. Validate. We get light.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? This roast. What strange creature has flesh like this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Yes, it is. Let's see what else we can find. Oh,
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
That's why Charles Hawkins got up. More than likely.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Probably. Anything else? I can get? Doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Ooh. Oh. Scene of fires next door. Struck of lightning.
Let's see if
Silas
I can
managed
find
to bring
something
the
the
fire under
cops missed.
control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
That's weird. Is hidden objects. There's another one.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Weird. Is there anything else I can get? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it.
Did someone escape the fire?
Huh. Very odd.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
Maybe it wasn't Charles Hawkins, and maybe it was an intruder.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I think that some of your colleagues should turn in their badges. This room is bursting with evidence that seriously contradicts the official inquiry.
Well, of course, Mr. Holmes. Like what?
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization. By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
Well, they should,
It would
but
seem
hey.
at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't buy
I
it
was under
either.
the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides,
Sure
Dr.
about that?
Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. I see no reason to doubt his word.
So be it. Let's move on. I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins
Couple of
got
fight.
into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
There we go. That shit. I would say that.
I
Sorry.
just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
Look. Vermin. See his. Oh, that's medicine.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
I don't even know a word he said.
Moby Dick. Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
I go to this painting first. Family portrait. Mother, the father, and the son, but no Sarah, because it's done by Sarah. What's upstairs?
A book on hunting whales. The island's staple diet last century.
Oh, that's interesting.
There's something disturbing about this painting. 20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Huh. This manor has a lot of clues to it. Huh. Why do they all turn green with smoke effect?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Okay. Human body. That's another. Yep, that's another medicine one. Awesome.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Destroyed one of her paintings. What a guess.
Locked. Locked.
How many doors in this place are locked? Jesus. Ooh. Hidden stuff.
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
Barbiturates. The act of... They act as a depressant. Oh. To the nervous system. Interesting. Why does he know how to lockpick?
Perfect.
Cultists. Jesus.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller. That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent? Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Oh, that's very nice.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
That's a lot of money.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Very interesting.
Locked.
Are there marks on it? Okay, there's some in here.
Bradley? Is that you?
Nope. That's definitely not Bradley. Damn it. There's nothing here.
Locked. Locked.
No. Ooh. Okay. Office key. That's very odd. Okay, odd.
Is anyone there?
Oh my god. That's Edward Pierce.
You! Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
This is about over.
Lyrics of the Drunken Sailor. The Sea Shanty.
I'll cover you.
Okay.
This door was closed earlier.
Where did he go?
It looks like an old seaway map.
Huh. Nothing in there. Oil refill. Awesome.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph.
I don't see
Probably
any way
another
out.
friend of Hawkins.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. As if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism. Doesn't work. Seems like this came from a log.
3353.
There must be a link with the Seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Yep. Next to Atlantic. 3353.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Check there. Nope.
Doesn't work. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Iceland. Atlantic. Guess it's near Iceland. Nope.
Doesn't work. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Okay, where's the Hudson?
Doesn't work. I must have missed
There's a
something.
hidden thing somewhere.
This panel is movable.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. Damnation. I can't budge these gears. I need a tool. They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
There is a hidden item around here somewhere.
Why are these letters here? And not with Sarah Hawkins' belongings?
Found them. Awesome. Okay.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
North America. There. Nope.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Is it in the North American Ocean?
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
No, it could be on the other side. North Pacific Ocean.
Doesn't work. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. There's Iceland in the middle of it. Iceland's there.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Arctic Circle, Iceland, Greenland. Poland. Poland's here, Iceland's here, there.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Where's the upside down?
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
No. Between 40 and 60. Should really be there. There we go.
Looks like it worked.
Yeah, it's on the A.
Well done,
There we go.
Pierce.
Tunnels under the Hawkins mansion. Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley now on the trail of the survivor, had undertaken the search the place looking for proof. When a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and police officer set off after him by following him to the office of Charles Hawkins. They discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley enter the tunnels under the mansion. Oh yeah. I actually like doing that voice. Even though it's not really my own voice, it's just really deeper.
Secret passage. Under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah, 3 seats. Yeah, 3 seats. Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? What is this mask supposed to represent? Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest?
What the hell is this? Is there anything else I'm missing? Yeah.
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone?
Hiding from her father. The trail of her would go this way. I see it.
Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins.
Could this be related to her death?
It could be.
A disfigured saint. What does it mean?
One.
Of course. Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps. There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
Bye. Just a bit of water, it'll dry off. The hell is that? Jesus.
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust.
Yeah, there's dream catchers all over the place. What is this?
These paintings must be several centuries old.
Oh.
These people lying down. Are they dead? Are they asleep?
Yeah, I saw this part in the trailer.
These buildings seem to have come out of the water.
Can I just open it from this side? Oh.
Time has weakened these structures. I don't have time to search them all.
What about this shit down here?
It looks like animal oil. It's certainly not whale.
Probably while they're fueling their lanterns. And these.
What's going on here?
Piers!
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
I mean that one. That one. Keep it on that one. Yep. Huh. That's me.
A mass grave. An engraved whalebone. A strange creature's been carved into it. Probably a figure of worship. A table for sacrifice? I got it. Oh, it can't.
Yeah, this is
Breathe.
insanity.
What's happening? No, damn it! I must find a way out of here. No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
Okay, so he suffers from panic attacks.
Is it my turn?
Yes. It is time. You will soon be one of us. If your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream. It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual.
I don't want to think about where that's actually been.
I can't read Latin.
Straight up, I can't read Latin. Okay, fine then, I'll go this way.
You who sleeps, accept this dreamer under your immortal wing.
Ya Cthulhu. I feel him.
You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every ringleader. More sacred flesh. You who sleep. We pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth.
Dead? This ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that?
We are ready for the ceremony.
What about your protege?
His awakening is complete. He will join you shortly.
This is barricaded. Awesome. This is part of the dream.
Bradley, what are you doing here?
I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good. What in the world is this?
An intruder!
Oh, shit! Don't move! Police! Don't move! I won't hesitate!
Bradley, get back! Get back!
You asked for it! Charles, you shouldn't have seen this.
Jesus.
They're caving in. I need to get out of here.
Sprint, dude. Sprint. Just keep running, everything will be fine. Guess not.
My leg!
There's
Light.
Go to it.
Light. At last.
Damn it. Riverside. Pierce and Officer Bradley followed the intruder to the secret meeting place of a cult set in a network of underground. Sorry. Network of underground caves right under the Hawken Manor. They witnessed a strange ceremony led by a Charles Hawkins. I like it, led by a Charles Hawkins, very much alive. Bradley tried to arrest him, but Hawkins, whose body displayed various mutations, disemboweled the police officer. As he tried to escape from him, Pierce found himself prisoner of the rockfall, rushed to the Riverside Institute. He is in a critical state. Dr. Fuller.
He's having a seizure.
He will survive. A strong subject.
There, he's opening his eyes.
You saved him, Fuller.
I can't get up.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa! Go easy, my friend.
That's not Bradley.
Oh, Dad. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too. We were dead. What are you doing?
Sorry, my friend.
What? No!
He was dead. And now I'm in the mental institute.
What happened to me? Where am I?
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
You don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No! No!
You're leaving this cell.
Please. I don't want him to find me.
And then I'll wait for a bit longer. Huh. Interesting.
They tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They scrawled over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings. No sea is dark enough to hide the color of my blood. No wind strong enough to scatter my dreams.
This is Cthulhu himself, I'm guessing.
When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awaken and free me.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time.
Okay, I'm back.
Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand.
You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? What do they do to the patients to make them so terrified?
I would really like to know. I only see them when they are brought up for medical treatment, for problems they didn't have before going downstairs. But this is neither the time nor the place to talk about that. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood. If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him. Poor wretch.
Dr. Copeland, I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
Damn it. I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those 2 myself.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm going to see if there are sleeping pills left. They've run out again upstairs.
Put a few aside for me, will you? And above all, leave the wheels where they are.
If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. Have I activated anything? Good God. What could this machine be used for? This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity. It's done. Now for the others. What will happen if I increase the current to the limit? I can still increase the load.
Is yellow wire green? Yep.
The corpse is complete.
Whose are these limbs? Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
He'll find me. He can see me.
Let's calm down. Pain is just information, dear Francis. Invaluable information for my research.
Kill me. Kill me.
What?
If you don't kill me, he will.
My poor friend.
The green gas leaves from here, and it runs through the whole building. This valve controls the pressure. A duct. The control wheel is missing. This padlock is too complicated for me.
So what could I do to increase that? Oh, I've actually got 6 available. I didn't know I had 6 available.
It's locked. It's locked.
Okay, I need to go get the red one then. Because I've already done the yellow one. So I need to do the red one. Is this actually... yeah, it's actually the green one. The red one's this way. Did the yellow one. Just as about I was going to go that way. Where the hell did he go?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not 6.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has strength of oceans. He is my master.
That's the problem. I don't know what this date is. But the calculations, they're right. 4 days, maximum. 5 at the most.
That was really close. What? Really? He goes, I'll go this way.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know what you're doing there, but you...
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep. You don't want to leave?
No! Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah, and in exchange I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
I'll find you some pills.
Go look in the storage room. There must be sleeping pills there.
Yeah, he did say something about sleeping pills in the storage room.
Exactly what I need. Locked.
Awesome. Got the maintenance room and I got the guard. It's through there. Oh, I can get through there. Awesome.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Yeah, let's go claustrophobia.
This lever must turn on the gas machine. There's nothing happening.
Room.
No. This padlock is too complicated for me.
What's in here? Nothing. Paperwork.
It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock.
It's the red one that I need to pull.
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods. Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here.
Thank you, baby.
Dementia, self-inflicted wounds. Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
Nope, not staying in there for long. Hang on. I'll be right back. I don't know how to pronounce it. There we go. Alright. Nose is running. My nose is running, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. One of my viewers, my best viewer, is saying one of the voices.
Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
One of my viewers, my best viewer, is saying one of the voices.
Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
Yeah. It should stop echoing now. It was just going through my headphones through to my speaker. My mic, sorry. Hey, look at that, I got 3 people, it's awesome. Yay! Oh, that was close. Yeah, I need to find the storage room. Whoa. Just keep running, just keep running. Okay. Yeah, I need to go to storage room. No, not storage room. What room was it? Guard's room, I think. Should. Okay, he's going down that way, so I'll just go down this way. Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Get me out! Don't let me sleep in here.
Huh. Which room was supposed to go in? Is it this one? Ooh, medicine.
I could use
There's
this
the
control
valve.
wheel to turn the valve I saw.
Back down this way. In there. I'll do this
Now
one
for the next
first.
step.
Or is there another one? Ow.
There's nothing happening.
Oh, I need a valve for that one. There's no valve that I can see, so I need to get another one. Yeah, get another one. Exit block A. It's the room I was just in. Storage room. I didn't know there was a garden there.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
There's a ladder. I wait till he moves. I'll climb up there. Good, he's okay. Can't climb the ladder.
Who's there?
Oh shit, I'm gonna get caught.
Hey!
Yep. Damn it. Neither did I. I never knew my real ladder. That's most certainly not a real ladder.
I can still increase the load.
I need one more. That's a body.
What is going on here?
Can you actually go in there? Okay, you can.
Vats of rotten flesh? An elaborate electrical system? Like a dumb pulp novel.
What the hell is this?
What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation? Worse and worse.
Something in here that's hidden.
Do the cops know what's going on?
Jesus. That was pretty close. Lucky I leaned in instead of going straight out. You're funny, Fire Dragon.
I bet there's no longer any priests on Darkwater.
Yes, you are. You are definitely hilarious. Where the hell is the last bit? I might need to go in that place. The guard right there. Where does he go? Yeah, the pharmacy.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills? Scopolamine F. There's no such thing. They've created derivatives of all my new friend's sleeping pills.
Jesus, that was super close.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Oh, you come in here. You're coming this way. What's he looking at?
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape. I want to find that hidden part. He's coming. Might just leave when he turns his back. I just shot that. Okay. Let's go. I've got what you want.
Show me!
There. And remember, they don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go
Good.
hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go!
What now?
The birds! They're attacking!
That nonsense again.
What carnage.
Jesus.
All the levers are activated.
Why did I go this way? Thank you so much, inmate. Even though you're deranged. Kinda loopy. Thank you so much. Allow me to progress through the game, and I almost mucked it up.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
No, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. I'm fucked. I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed, yep. I know it. So instead of going that way, go around.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Bet he'll blame us.
Great. He's gone. I thought that was one of the guards. No, it's some inmate. Sanders.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him, I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. No, don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
No! Sanders! What the hell? I gotta... Okay. This is insane. What killed him? Damn! The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Okay. Hawkins Mansion. Pierce woke up in the asylum, installed in the cellars of Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, Ethan Bradley, who helped him to escape, wandering through the corridors of this place where Dr. Fuller, Regent Supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders before dying. In a full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accused building, accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions of misfortune decide to use the Hawkins Mansion as a hideout. Jesus, what is that? It's like a giant squid.
Who goes there?
I'll be back.
That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay, he just had a dream. And now we're back in Hawkins Mansion at daylight. Awesome. Hello, broken ladder.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Yes. Shit.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
So it's like 8 o'clock in the morning.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Really?
I found a Darkwater PD badge. Lost a colleague recently?
What the?
Bradley.
Ethan?
I'm all right. I just had a... It's gone.
You're sure?
If it's important, it'll come back. But I can't explain why Dr. Fuller would have that badge.
The man's a danger, believe me.
What can we do, Pierce?
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
Seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, back to the business at hand.
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes. I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan. And I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course. He's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders
He died in a complete supernatural.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
I'd rather tell her the truth.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
We'll try it. Dr. Sanders' window. Window. Widow. Sanders residents, Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decided to team up to solve Sarah's Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter, who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the Shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Enter madness.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, Since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
She's not very fazed by it.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand.
She's not fazed by it.
How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce.
Clearly.
I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
She's not fazed by it at all.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
My question is...
Did she really care for him after all?
Yep. Took the words right out my mouth.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Oh.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Maybe something more.
A house of artists.
That's why she's jealous, because
Sanders' accession
it was something
register.
more.
He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
Anything else?
Whoa. The Shambler. I need to see it. Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
That painting was bleeding.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Nice story. Bad lie. Learn how to dupe, Detective. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
All's
Very well.
fair in love and war, I suppose.
Whoa. Oh, key to Sanders'
An
gallery.
old diary. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing. A strange Amerindian pendant. I could use one of those.
Medicine. Huh. There's the Shambler. Why is this here? I'm probably gonna be hiding from something. Great. Shut that.
The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
I'll have to get off soon. Probably at 10:30, so I got half an hour. That's amazing. What the hell is this? This is one of Cthulhu's minions. Can't see. It relies on noise.
What the hell was that?
I'm dead. Yep. Just gotta skip this part.
What the hell was that?
That's 7 points. Ah, crap. Damn it. I should have just hidden the closet. Big.
What the hell was that? I can't even touch it. Damn. Did it hear that?
Please go. Please go.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
I thought I could attack him.
What the hell was that? Damn. Did it hear that? Maybe I can use this dagger.
Just leave. Just leave, just leave, just leave. Thank you.
I can't even touch it.
Oh, come on. You didn't even see me going in. Fine. Nah, that's it. That's it for today.